Are you getting excited for Christmas? As we prep down and count down for our Zoom meeting, I want to give you some heads up on how to use Zoom. If you're new to it, these are some things you're going to want to know before you log in, okay? When we have you join, a lot of times you will be muted and your camera will be hidden. That means you won't see yourself on screen, and if you try to say something, we won't hear you. So how can you control this? Because we are an interactive group. Look for your microphone and your video buttons on your menu bar. Red lines through them mean we can't hear you if it's the microphone, and we can't see you if it's the video. There will be parts of today we'll do that from our end to you on purpose. We'll hide everybody's microphone so we can all hear the instructions for the games. But there'll be times that you really want to speak up and we want to hear that. So make sure you keep that button handy. If you aren't seeing this menu bar, there are a few ways that sometimes your screen is trying to optimize your view by hiding it. If you're on a computer, you want to hover your mouse toward the top of the screen or the bottom of the screen, kind of center bottom. If you're in those areas, often that kind of wakes it up and it'll float in for you, and you'll see a black bar like this with all these different pictures. So look for that. If you are on a tablet or an iPhone, sometimes we found the hard way, you have to kind of tap it in the center to, again, wake it up and make one of those options float in or up, and it'll disappear. If yours is on one of the floating, after you tap it to see the bar, you have to tap your menu choice pretty quickly or it floats away again. So it's there if you need it. There's one more toolbar that we are going to use that's very, very important. We are going to do a lot in the chat box. Chat box lets us talk to each other even while there's a speaker talking. It lets us timestamp things so when we have contests, we know who answered first. So look for the chat or text bubble on your menu bar, and you're going to click that. It's going to pop up a window for you, and it says group chat. One of the tricky parts about this window is that you have to type your text down toward the bottom. Toward the top, you'll see everything that everybody else has been chatting about. And you may want to why isn't my cursor there? I'm typing, and nothing's showing up. You type way down at the bottom. That tripped me up the first time. Another really cool feature right above that, do you see where it says to everyone? And there's that little V next to everyone. If you click on that, you'll see you have choices. So the chat that you talk about is being seen by different people. Everyone's pretty obvious. Host or presenter are other options if you need to get a message to whoever's talking. If you see a long lost relative on the line, it's okay to just tell them privately, loved the cherry pie. I will warn you, be really careful. You see who you're chatting with before you send the message. You don't want to tell cousin number one what you thought you told her about how much you can't stand cousin number two's pudding and accidentally send it to cousin number two. So just be a little bit careful, if you know what I mean. So with that, are you ready for the antics to begin? We sure are. See ya.